Yesterday I talked about Pokemon and how it represents family, and I actually even called out some individual family members on not participating in Pokemon and therefore not fully participating in the family. Today I want to expand on that just a bit, that it reminds me of the idea of endurance and consistency and longevity. I look back at my life and I remember my accomplishments that impacted me the most were the ones where I could prove to myself that I could do something, that I could stick with something. I remember thinking back on relationships when I finally was in a relationship for 5 years. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can be in a long-term committed relationship, where before it had seemed like I always was in and out of relationships and not committed to them. My education is a great example. For years, I didn't have any kind of accomplishment in education, and finally when I decided to do it, 10 years later I came out with my degrees, which I didn't start until I was 40. Running marathons was probably the first time that I really proved myself that I could stick with something and be consistent and have some major accomplishments, and because running a marathon is a many months process. You have to train and get ready, and then after you spend many months preparing, you spend many hours trying to finish the race. So when I finished my first marathon, I was excited, like, okay, I can do this. And Pokemon is maybe the first example for the kids in the family to show that you can be committed to something, even when you don't want to do it. And what amazes me at this point is, as a kid, I could get you to eat lollipops, and eventually you'd get bored doing that and stop. So it's when you get bored, or when you feel like you don't want to do it anymore and you push through it, that's when you build the character of endurance and stability and commitment and discipline. So I would encourage you to think of Pokemon as developing discipline. Not only is it promoting family and bringing us together and giving us a common thing that we can all talk about and connect over, but it's developing a discipline where even on those days that you don't want to log into Pokemon and accept a gift, you do it, because it's just one more thing that at some point becomes a routine and becomes a part of our life. And is what I want to show you is how much Pokemon has become a part of our life. And here's what that looks like.